Good afternoon, my name is Donna Strycker. On February 11th, 2024, Jonah Hernandez was murdered while responding to a trespass call from a repeat offender. Armando Silva had mental illness and a history of criminal convictions, breaking and entering, assault upon a police officer, and other charges. This weekend, Marty Ruiz Garcia's brother was beaten by Shane Jones, also mentally ill and a repeat offender, breaking and entering, assault on a police officer, and more. Catch and release, weak competency, hearing requirements, lack of support from our local and state legislators, lack of response from our counselors and other elected officials, and even state legislators who stood right here and ranted and raved about my police department and my chief of police. Does someone else have to die? Is that what has to happen in my city? This weekend, Businesses for a Safer Las Cruces saw literally hundreds of posts on our Facebook page in response to the attack on Marty's brother. She appealed to a Facebook page for help. That's very sad. Very sad. That's who she reached out to in my city, is Businesses for a Safer Las Cruces' Facebook page. Because of the attack on her brother, in broad daylight, in front of her brother's 14-year-old grandson, bleeding on the brain, still in the hospital. Shane Jones is homeless, he's mentally ill, and he has more rights than I do, and Marty's brother did. Not acceptable. Evidently, more rights than any other law-abiding citizen in this city. It's an outrage. It's frustrating. It's a feeling of helplessness and the feeling that our elected officials don't care or care more for repeat offenders. And looking to 2025 as counselors, I'm asking you to elevate, that's your word, elevate Las Cruces to a new level of lawfulness. Try that. Look to realize, again, your word, a city with serious issues that you have the ability to look at. You have the ability, you have the power to look at, the opportunity to be problem solvers. But instead, we have mayhem, which exists on our streets, in front of our businesses, in front of our youth and our children. In fact, this weekend, my grandchildren were at Savers, because that's where we shop, because we're not rich. My grandchildren got to see a naked man smoking meth, coke. I don't know what he was smoking, because I don't understand that stuff, but that's what my grandkids got to see this weekend when we were trying to get them shoes. My grandchildren, seriously, needed to be exposed to that. Nothing is happening if you do not elevate this city and you do not make some tough decisions on whom is more important to you, the voters or the criminals. You have never seen me speak like this to you before in the year that I've been coming. I'm mad, I'm upset, and I am absolutely aghast. Does someone have to die before these changes are made? And Las Cruces decides to take back its city from criminals and elevate us out of this situation. Realize this, counselors, it won't stop or slow down until you make decisions on this dais to help our city.